That one has just been bought by a collector. That one is about 4 foot by 4. And you can see now they're my clouds, it's my interpretation of water. It's when I go up to Georgian Bay and see these things, and the marks on the rocks. And the hardest thing on that one was getting the right yellow. That's what I call a cold yellow. It's a cold one. It had to be a cold one to hold the blue. Now this picture, if you look at this picture, it's about those things. It's the blue that holds the clouds in check, and it's the yellow, cold yellow, which keeps the other clouds in check. And it's the greys and the brown in the foreground that keeps the blue in check. So the space in that one is not done by perspective. It's done by colour, by making the colour work. There's another one with the same theme. These are 4 foot by 4, and this one's going into the Beaver Book collection in Fredericton. Then again, it's playing. That's like music connotations in the right-hand corner. And there's my old Viking thing coming again in the V on the black cloud. And the V keeps the cloud in check. Look at the space between the cloud on the left and the blue behind it. And look at how that blue keeps the orange sun in check. You see what I mean? One against the other. So I've now gone from drawn space to colour space. And that's what our generation is about. And next, I think there's one more, I think. You'll be relieved to know. This is fun, this one. My son has a cottage up at Solville Beach. And one Sunday morning, I went out with my granddaughter, and the beach was perfect. There was not a footprint on the beach. So what do? We get a stick, and we started, I love you, in the sand, you know. So this one, my granddaughter and I just put on that one, love you. You know, and I scratched it out in the sand on the painting. That's about 5 foot by 6. And I gouged it out with a stick, because I didn't want it to be tidy. I wanted it to look as though a person just picked up a stick and put, love you, you know. Or sometimes on the beach you might put SOS, or get lost. That is art ticking over. That's art ticking over. So that was what I did there. And when I had this an exhibition recently, she came in the gallery, grabbed biscuits and a thing of lemonade, and sat in front of that one and said, that's my picture. Next one. I think it is. Well, what I've tried to do this evening is 2 things. I'm trying to show you my work, and I'm trying to show how you change from objective to subjective. I've also tried to tell you that art is about artificialness. Art is artificial. It's not copying nature. It's making something that runs parallel with nature. And thank you very much. I don't have any questions, but oh, sure. Are there any questions? I'm going with it. I don't expect you to like my work. I do, but that's all it matters. It's different. It's my own language, and you fight for your own language and how it works.
Was of the bombing of
yes.
the hometown.
Yes.
The bottom part of that painting looks so much like what you're doing now.
Yeah. People have said that. People have said, yeah, the wood planks.
I wondered if does that make you feel like what we as artists have within us? It has always been there. Well,
you have what's called artistic license, and I like if something I've liked from the past, or vice versa, you know, and that you can reverse that too, I like to use it. I'll use anything to make the thing work. But yeah, people have said that it's the colours I think I like it there. And I remember those days being bombed.
Well, thank you very much. And as Pat said in her introduction, this was going to be a special evening.
Oh.
It certainly has been.
Oh, thank you very much.
We have traveled through over 70 years in about an hour.
Really?
Wonderful journey. I was reading Ted Fraser's comments in your book at Beaverbrook, and he quoted you as saying, when you work, you discover things you didn't expect.
Yes.
And then you have to make decisions.
Yes.
And I think you've enjoyed making all of those decisions.
Oh, yes.
You give me the idea that you have fun with your work, and I love that.
Yeah, you've got to have
And
fun.
thank you,
Yes.
Sir Ricky.
Yes. Yes.
How do you go back? How do you know when to go back?
The
I do
picture
the
tells
same,
you.
and I've got.
If you tune in, the picture tells you in a funny way. It sounds naive, but the picture tells you. Because you've got to be in charge. You've got to be. Don't we say it's artificial? You've still got to be in charge, and you've got to make decisions. That's why I think the best education in the world is visual education, because you've got to make decisions. Other educations, you don't have to say, I'll cut that back, I'll change that, I'll do this, I'll do that. Other ones, you accept it or you don't accept it, or it doesn't matter, I'll just carry on. But in art, that's why they use it for the astronauts, because it's one of the best things they do in their training. People don't believe it, is they do art programs. Because it helps them to make decisions on things that they've never come in terms with. But they might come in terms with it, you know. So I think art is a marvellous thing for opening up. And what I've enjoyed, not just for my painting, for me, it's allowed me to see and enjoy other cultures. That's what I enjoy. When I first came here, I had some First Nations students in my course. And, you know, I enjoyed being with them and knowing about what took them off, you know. I think, I remember I had a girl, she was marvellous, and I'd read a lot of books, and I said, what was Geronimo really like, you know? Well, she was only 15. But I was intrigued, you know, I like to go to places and see what other civilizations have done. You know, and don't be smart. The Renaissance has made us awfully smart. The people before me, the people that built Stonehenge, they were geniuses. That's a marvellous piece of astronomical work. That the sun hits the same place every sunset, you know? That's mathematical solutions. How did they do it? We don't know. But I think there's always, art's like that. There's always a mystery in art. That's the fun of it. There's never an end solution. But many people, when they're doing painting, if they don't get it right, they'll go and get a book about how to do it. Or how you put the brush right. And are you putting the right brush strokes right? Have you got the right colours? It's got nothing to do with that. You use the materials and you have got to solve your own problems, you know? And it's not life like that. It's solving these problems. I must say I've enjoyed seeing other civilizations. I remember when I first went to, I was invited by the Americans to give a lecture in San Antonio. And I did a good workshop for them, so they gave me a weekend off, so I went to Mexico City. Because I wanted to see the Museum of Anthropology. And when I saw the stuff in anthropology, it was just like the Vikings. And when I came to Canada and saw the Hardy Indian from the West Coast, that's Viking again. So in a way, I've enjoyed my art, but what it's allowed me to do is to enjoy so many other things, widen the scope, and that's what art does. Does that answer the question? Well, try.
I just
just went out and checked, and there still is food and wine left, so
Oh, good.
please don't feel you have to leave. Go out and have some more refreshments, and I know Eric will be happy to talk to you one-on-one.
Oh, thank you very much indeed. Well, thanks a lot. Thank you.